Coming up on one of the shelters that I built out in the woods. It's looking pretty sad, but it's still standing a month later. Nice. All right, let's continue on. All right, so I think this little spot looks like kind of like a good little clearing in there. I'm gonna set up the tarp, make a cup of coffee, and try out this Thermacell. Getting eaten alive. I haven't put on any bug spray. Damn. And let's see if this thing really works. All right. Let's clear up this a little bit. And this is just a 360 of where I am. So yeah, I'm kind of deep in the woods here. Oh man, these bugs are wicked bad. All right, guys, it's been so buggy here. So I did pick up the Thermacell MR300. I really didn't know too much about this product except that everybody swears by it. So I figured I have to try this. You might even hear the mosquitoes flying around right now. I'm like subjecting myself to getting eaten alive so I can try this out and see if it actually makes the mosquitoes go away. It doesn't take batteries. I thought it did. Like I said, I knew nothing about it. It's basically comes with this little cartridge. If I can get it out of there. It's like a little butane cartridge, and you literally just unscrew the cap and put this cartridge right in it and screw it in, not too tight, and just throw the cover back on. And it comes with these little scent pads. Let me see if I could show you. All right, I'm having a problem getting this back in. All right, so that's back in. And it comes with these little scent pads that you slide like right in, like on the side right here. They're kind of hard to get out. Let's see if I can show you. Usually you can just take another pad and slide it out, but it has this little scent pad that's supposed to be good for like, I don't know, a little over 4 hours, and you slide that in and turn that to on and give this a click. They say to click it a couple of times to get it to go, but honestly, it's already working. Can you hear it? And you'll look through that little viewfinder right there, and if you see that glow, which you do, that means it's on. And once it starts heating up, it's going to emit just a little puff of smoke and kind of clear. See right now, just in turning this on, there's no mosquitoes. So I'm just going to set this down while I'm setting up so I don't get eaten alive, and there you go. Thermacell MR300. I highly suggest this. I'm just going to put it on the ground. Clear up some of this area. Get my backpack hung up. the tarp that I'm using, the Free Soldier. All right, so I'm getting my tarp set up, and I have this just laying on the ground, the Thermacell, and I was getting eaten alive, and right now I'm not getting bit. When I first turned it on, I still got bit. I got bit on the right shoulder, your left, but the right shoulder right here, and as of right now, I'm not getting bit at all. This thing heats up. I don't recommend touching this like I am. It's getting a little warm right now. But this thing works pretty good. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if it'll come on camera, but to know it's on, you're gonna see that little orange glow. Can you see that little orange glow right in there? That's how you know it's on and it's doing its thing. It's heating up the pad with all the chemicals on it. And I'll leave the information down in the description. This is worth it, so. But yeah, this thing works awesome. Okay, let's finish setting up this tarp. So this is where we are so far in setup, and as you can see, I'm a fan of the toggle. It just seems to work for me. Nothing fancy, just a simple prusik knot tied onto the ridge line, looped through the tarp right there, and then secured with a stick that you can find everywhere. And then the same on the other side. Same type of situation, prusik knot, and it doesn't, look at this, look how tight this is. Your top isn't gonna move. It's secure. I'm pulling on it right here, and it's not moving, so that's pretty taut right there. So now I'm just gonna try and figure out what kind of configuration I want with this top. As you can see, it's just basically a sheet hanging. And like I said, I'm using my Free Soldier tarp right here. Information will be down below if you're interested in this. It has a lot of tie outs. I happen to love it, so that's what we're using today. So I'll be right back in a moment. All right, so how I'm gonna set it up today, I'm not sure what the name of any of these setups are called. I don't get into the names. I just figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this center piece right here, this little center loop, and I'm gonna get a stick to this one and secure it up through the middle like this, and then tie each end off right there with trekking poles, and then secure the back as some sort of a lean-to with a runoff just in case it rains, which there is no rain today as far as I know. So let's go look for a stick. All right, so I think I just found the perfect stick. So I'm gonna use the stick that's leaning against the top right there. I looped it through the center tie out, and now I'm just going to tie it down. Obviously I bring enough rope, and we'll secure that down. I'm going to tie that off right there, and then guy it out right over here. All right, so this is what it looks like. I know you can't see the line because I'm using this color right here, but I have it staked down right there, as you can see. And I have it really secure. Just wrapped it around a few times on this stick. The center pole's up there. It's really tight. This isn't going anywhere. I was originally gonna put my trekking poles on the sides right here, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, now that I look at it, like, let me show you. I'm just gonna guy out the sides is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna tie a couple of guidelines in the back and we'll have ourselves a little bit of a shelter. So let me get this finished up and I'll see you back in a minute. All right, it's a little shaky there. Sorry with the camera work, but I think that looks a little bit better, don't you? As opposed to, say, trekking poles on these sides right there. It just looks a little cleaner, a little bit better of a pitch. Just tied out on the sides. As you can see, it's tied right there. The rope was a little too long, so I just kind of doubled it up and ran it around and ran it down. So now I'm going to stake out the back a little bit and make that a little more secure. Let's make a cup of coffee. What do you think? I think it actually looks pretty good. It's pretty solid. The line's nice and tight, or taut, tight, whatever, means the same thing. All right, let's clean it out underneath and throw a top down, and let's make a cup of coffee. Nice. I'm telling you now, this Thermacell is a lifesaver. I'm gonna put that right there. Just using these cheapies on this top right here. All right. Keep it secure from sliding all over the place. Wow, this is pretty good. I actually feel secure on here. Like if it actually opened up and it started pouring, I'd feel all right. Not bad. All right. Whew. Not a bad little setup. I almost wish it would rain because I feel pretty secure about this. So, I don't know. That'll be coming, guys. Let's get some coffee on. All right, so now that I have this all set up, I just figured I'd show you a 360 of what this looks like. Like I said, nothing too crazy, pretty simple. Stick in the middle, guide out on the sides. I'm at the third loop in from the edge. So if this is your edge, here's the first loop, the second loop, and I'm using the third loop along the ridge line on each side. And in the back, this is the inside. Look at it, it's pretty roomy. It is pretty roomy. I feel confident that it would shed water pretty well. I almost wish, I can't even talk. I almost wish it would rain. I feel pretty secure about it. And in the back, there's just a little bit of a gap. Let me go around back and just show you. All right. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the back. And that's the setup. That's what it looks like. Not bad. All right. I'm like a little ways down from where I made the bushcraft shelter. You can't even see it, but it's up this little path right there. Let me get you out of that mode. It's up this little path right here, through the woods, down a hill, up a hill, and over that way is where I built that little bushcraft shelter, and I'm actually amazed it's still standing. It's looking a little naked, but it's still standing. All right, let's make some coffee. Let's get some coffee going. I love this little thing. This little MSR stove, Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Okay. These little prongs. All right. All right, so that's all out. I'm gonna screw this onto the base. The only reason why I'm doing this, it's just, I read for some reason it's better to screw the base in. But then again, I don't know, does it really matter? I'm just gonna do what I think I need to do here. Right, we're just gonna screw this in, screw it. All right, I'm just doing this. All right, boom. All right, so it's on there tight, not too tight. Let's turn it on. Get some fuel and the igniter. Boom. And we're ignited. I didn't bring the little base for this thing, so let's see how sturdy this is. All right, there we go. All right, we're sturdy. I've never boiled anything in this cup before, so let's see how this does. All right, we're good. Get my spoon. Ready to go. And I just brought coffee and sugar and creamer in like little bags. I mean, I'm not gonna bring a whole thing of coffee out just to save a little weight in my backpack, but we got enough to make coffee. All right, let's see how long it takes. It is about 12 Actually, no, what time is that? Almost 1 o'clock? Yeah, it's about 12:45. It's about 12:45. I don't know if you can see that. We'll see how long it takes to boil water. There's already like little bubbles in the water right there. All right. All right, literally it's been less than 1 minute. Less than a minute, look at that. That's insane to me, look at that. That is just crazy. So this is great to take on backpacking trips, times hanging out in the woods or whatever it is where you want to enjoy either a cooked meal or a cup of coffee. This is the way to go, or whatever small stove you want to use. I think it's awesome. Love this thing. Are you kidding me? Look at this. This is insane. That's a full-on rolling boil in just over a minute. Incredible. All right, let me shut this off. Whoa. All right, let me shut this off. Whoa. All right. That's off. Oh, it's a little warm. Put this there. I'll make some coffee. Coffee, some sugar, some creamer. Why does everybody make coffee when they go out in the woods? I'll tell you why. Because it tastes that much better. That's why. Yeah, I know, I use a lot of sugar, whatever. Back off. All right. How do you take your coffee? Some people, I don't understand how they can drink it black. I tried to drink it black one time, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't found the right coffee. I used to drink a coffee called Death Wish. Death Wish coffee, when they first started coming out. They're everywhere now, but then I had this like heart rate problem. I'm sure there was no relation at all. All right, creamer kind of sucks. You never really get it to the lightness you want. Another one of these. It's just creamer. All right. Nice, nice. Okay, so there's my coffee. Cheers, guys. Hell yeah. A cup of coffee in the middle of the woods. Protected just in case it rains. I got some shade. Haven't seen anybody, so that's a bonus. Yeah, this is perfect. Just gonna enjoy this cup of coffee, and we'll check out the area in a little while. And yeah, lately I've been looking for some new spots to go to. Apparently I'm just like a camping don't lately. I can't seem to get it together or find the right spot. I have been looking into a couple of spots, so bear with me, and we'll get this whole camping thing off the ground, and we'll actually stay overnight somewhere. But yeah, it's just been a shit show, and I think I was too eager. You know what I mean? Like in the last video, I was too eager to go camping. I left New Hampshire like, I gotta camp somewhere. Then I rolled into this crazy place in New Hampshire. I should have filmed it. It was weird. It was like some religious campground. They were just looking at me like I was crazy when I was like, oh, do you have any reservations? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it says you're a campground out front, but apparently it was some religious youth camp thing. So I just left. It was odd. And I ended up back in the Berkshires at that place. That place is great to go to explore, but yeah, I can't go camping there. You can't go camping there. It's too sketchy. There's people coming in and out at all random times, going all over the damn place. So, you know, if I'm by myself, that's not a place I'm not looking for trouble. You know, I'm just looking to spend some time out in the woods, relax, you know, cook a good meal and chill out. You know, I'm not looking for drama or any trouble. So, oh man, that's hot. Whew. All right, I think I'm gonna just chill out. I think I'm gonna get rid of this chair and not sit on it. I just want to sit on the ground. All right, so I just wanted to show you something on the Thermacell. Maybe you'll notice, maybe you won't, or maybe you'll have to rewind to go back to the beginning to see. It's just starting to lose a little bit of that color of the blue. When it turns completely white, then the pad is done, and it's not going to be any more efficient at, you know, protecting you against insect bites. But each pad gives about 4 hours, like I said. Oh, I see this. Can you see the smoke? Every once in a while, you'll see a little wisp of smoke coming out. I'm really happy with this thing. There are mosquitoes around, but I am not getting bit at all. I'm just leaving this sitting right there. I used this on the last camping trip, so that's why it might be running out right now. I had it going for an hour before. It's already been running for about an hour right now. So I have a good couple of hours left of mosquito protection. This thing is great. This isn't something you're going to want to use while you're walking around, or, you know, use it when you're stationary sitting somewhere, because, I mean, it's meant to, like, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's meant to, like, diffuse the repellent around the area that you're sitting in, not so much you're moving. And I just dropped the camera. All right. But anyways, you get the idea. All right, guys. Well, I enjoyed my cup of coffee, and if you want to stick around, I'm just going to break down this whole situation and undo these knots. It's really quick, simple. If you want to stick around and see how easy it is to take down, there's no crazy knots. It just comes down just like that. So if not, then thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. And bye. These toggles come right out. Let me, I'll do that in a second. Hang on. All right, I'll give you a close-up of these toggles. All right, so these just basically just move this prusik knot down, loosen this up a little bit, just pull it out, boom. This little loop comes out and your tarp is free. And this, just pull on this little loop right here, that little loop, and your prusik knot is free. And that's it. And you can take this down, just fold it up, and the same thing with that. Just pull on that, and it's gonna unravel around the tree, and boom, we're down. Quick and easy.